last time I had my camera on, one of my canvases fell down unexpectedly from the wall and took a pretty hard hit on the ground, and I was just shocked. I did not know if I broke the lights that are in the canvas or not, but you know, thank goodness everything's all right. And it kind of got me realizing, and I'm glad it happened, because it made me realize that I need to put better wall hanging teeth in the canvases that I have, especially ones that are going to have RGB lights, where you're going to probably reach behind it and pull it out, which is exactly what happened. I guess for so many times that I would pull the canvas out a little, I'd leave it hanging on the wall, but I'd pull it out a little underneath so I can grab the controller, or I would be able to insert one of these batteries in the back of it, so this way I don't have to have a wire running from the behind. I guess the teeth that were holding it in, and really it was just hammered into the back, it became loose, and I guess the canvas just finally had enough, and it finally came crashing down. So I learned my lesson. Everything happens for a reason, and I'm glad that I actually caught that on camera. Now I'm going to be replacing it with a different set of teeth where there are holes inside of here. You can see it right there. You can see there's holes for me to drill into. So I'm going to take 2 screws and I'm going to drill them right inside of here, and I'm going to drill it into the canvas, and that should secure it just fine for every single time I open and close. I pull out the canvas and put it back. And some of the reasons why I would pull it out and put it back is because, like I said, I'm gonna put like a battery bank behind it so that there's no wires hanging out. I can still have the lights, and that's exactly what I have going on here right now. Also, for these, I find that the back of it's also probably the safest place to hold a remote like this. Personally, like myself, I'd probably lose the remote, but when I just use it to turn on, plus you can set timers on it, when I'm done operating it, I can just put this right behind the canvas, right underneath, and I'll give you guys a quick glimpse. For instance, this canvas right here, there's the back, and there it is in all its wondrous glory. Anyway, usually once this is hanging up, I would rest, gravity would hold the battery in place, and I would just pretty much leave it right here in the middle. And the other side, probably this corner or somewhere, I would place the controller that holds it. So that would be that. And if you have a better place to hold the controller, if you were to get one of these, then that's up to you. But I know myself, and that's how I am. But plus, it's cool. You can mess around with the canvas, including turning it off. But otherwise, you have it on. You change colors. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm not here to show that off. The entire point is I'm gonna improve the back of the canvases, the teeth that hang it, and I also decided I'm going to put corner brackets made of metal, and I'm just going to put them on the bottom corners in the back, so this way you can put the controller behind and it'll be held securely. So I'm going to put these corner brackets just like this, just on the bottom, and going to drill them right in there, and that'll be it. It's not something that you're going to see. It's it's just there to keep something like this controller safely placed when hanging on a wall, and it'll give it a little bit more security. As far as the battery itself goes, because that's going to kind of have to stay towards the center, unless I loosen up the wire. Actually, I could extend that. That's probably what I'll do, actually. These will be more secure. is this overkill? It could be. There's no question. But I like to think that I put as much quality into my work as possible. And, you know, simple, stupid things like this, well, they might appear stupid initially. I think you guys would understand what I'm going for with this. And maybe in that is not so stupid. I suppose that's arguable. But me, when I go in, I go all in. So, and I do try to reflect that in my work, in every aspect of my work. I try. All right, that's it. Now there's only one thing left to do. Gonna take a battery bank and connect it. So lay that sideways. Take this, just hide that there. And you can take this controller and you can just leave that there. And so that's that. Now let's hang this on the wall. That's it.